darker shade of blue. Who would I be if I still didn't care about you? Would you find yourself another, turn a darker shade of blue? Am I wrong to think of you less as an old lover and more like a winter that I didn't see through? You took me in like a stray cat scratching at your doorway. You told me I could stay a while. You never made me feel on trial for nothing. But nothing turns to something just as quick as iron brittles in the rain. I ain't good in a discussion, talk like I've got a concussion. I will stammer on and on till I can touch you. Who would I be if I still didn't care about you? Would you find yourself another, turn a darker shade of blue? Am I wrong to think of you less as an old lover and more like a winter that I didn't see through? Was I sick or did I need another day to wear an outfit of my choosing? Go perusing through the refuse of another time that went and died, leaving only little scraps of paper. Climbing trees like I ain't fragile, use a twig to scrape the good shit off my shoes and wear the coat your grandpa died in on a date night out at nowhere. I'll ask you if you'd mind taking my picture. Who would I be if I still didn't care about you? Would you find yourself another, turn a darker shade of blue? Am I wrong to think of you less as an old lover and more like a winter that I didn't see through? Thank you. Excuse me, smoker's cough. Cool. What do I got? Grandfather. I don't care if my grandfather sees his face in mine. This is a special treat. I don't like to play this one much. Limber up. I don't care if my grandfather sees his face in mine. I like myself a lot better. Greet the morning with the same clothes on as the night before. I don't care whether it rains or shines or freezes, 'cause I know I feel the same. Long as your heart keeps on beating, I'll make sure mine bears the flame. When I die, I hope that I worked my whole week and made some overtime. New day comes with a coffee ice, they'll call my phone and find no reply. Had I done too much drinking, played my guitar all night long, they'll think that I am just sleeping, turn their backs and I'll be gone. And on that day, I hope the lines get long as trains hauling number 9, and the customers all get so mean they'll bitch and moan and start fights and whine. I hope my friends start leaving, hope my bosses all get fired. Send my last check to my mother, you can set my house on fire. 'Cause I don't care if my grandfather sees his face in mine. I like myself a lot better. Greet the morning with the same clothes on as the night before. I don't care whether it rains, it shines, it freezes, 'cause I know I'll feel the same. Long as your heart keeps on beating, I'll make sure mine bears the flame. I don't remember the next verse. It's somewhere in there. Oh God. The problem is you get locked into this thing where like now 70% of my brain is focused on making sure my thumb is steady, and then the other 20% is thinking about talking to you, and there's maybe like give or take 1% that's like trying to figure out what the next line of this song is. Oh, God bless you. We can edit this. And if I live past 25, I hope my falls off and I find me a wife. Take a seat at the table when it's supper time. She'll sit down too and I'll look her in the eye and I'll tell her that I love her for the 100,000th time. I'll have got my soft tender, I'll have quelled my wandering night. About the time my rooster crows, I'll get my work done and get left alone. I ain't too rich, but I ain't too broke. Won't rent no house, but I'll own me a home. My friends will be worth keeping, and to me they'll say the same. Lord, they'll leave me out to pasture. They'll bear with me till I'm tamed. 'Cause I don't care if my grandfather sees his face in mine. I like myself a lot better. Greet the morning with the same clothes on as the night before. I don't care whether it rains, shines, or freezes, 'cause I know I'll feel the same. Long as your heart keeps on beating, I'll make sure mine bears the flame. Thank you for the assist. Big up my man. I feel like changing tuning. That usually brings some more songs out of me. There we are. There's a song called Time Moves. This is all. A lot of these were written when I was working at a medical marijuana dispensary, which I'm currently not doing. Yeah, fun fact. Grandfather, that's just me getting mad at my GM at the pot shop. That's just my, wherewithal for regular work, I suppose. Should have brought a tuner. We'll call that good. Time moves to a metronome. If you've got ears to hear it, we're all born with a battery, and it drains every second that you're breathing. Pays no mind if you pay attention. Turn my white sink red with a dull blade I used for shaving. Thought I did this yesterday, man, why didn't I change it? Write it down somewhere that I forget it. Put it off until the weekend. Put me on a payment plan, free trials for some subscriptions. Call up my psychiatrist to refill my prescriptions. Try to feel better, that better life's a milligram away. My jaw locked shut this morning, shoved a sandwich through my teeth. first days of July, so I tried spending my time at the beach. I found a rainstorm. One side I heard gunshots all around, but I listened to the rain, I listened to it flowing. And I met the devil, he was throwing firecrackers at the road. Boys living in their heads day, dreaming about the lives they could have chosen. He said, you can have my heart, please don't keep it, just treat it as a loan. Checked the sides of my sightline and couldn't find a border. Followed my confusion and I blew up like a mortar in a town somewhere that my countrymen we never should have been. And then you traded winter's leathers for the coming summer's linens. Think you're born to lose 'cause you ain't never been a winner, or no cap and gown, just waited by some tables for some paper. But I listened to the wind, I listened to it blowing. And I met God, she was patient, laid a cold hand on my shoulder. Boys living in their heads day, dreaming about the lives they could have chosen. She said, you can have my heart, please don't change it, leave well enough alone. Thank you. All right, this is gonna feel real disrespectful. Sorry to the gentleman at the counter who runs the shop, but there's enough of you in your 20s. I know one of you has a vape on you. Who's got it? One of you has it. None of you are nicotine addicts. Come over here, darling. Sorry, that sounded sexist or something. I don't know. I appreciate you. It's with love. Is it over there? Please. I can catch. Yeah. It's more impressive than anything else I'm gonna do tonight. God bless you. Okay, back in action. I feel like doing some new unreleased joints. There's a song I wrote a few months ago. It's called Happier With You. Oh. There you are. I think I'd be happier with you than I would be with anyone. That makes me scared, but maybe you'd be happier with me than you would be with anyone. But maybe I'm lying. Long tail cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Old man, pirate out at sea with no wind in his sails. It's a long train ride to get home. Now the sidewalk's backed up with snow and old garbage bags. And the bums are all standing in a row, In between all the passing of smoke, I hear 'em sing. I think I'd be happier with you than I would be with anyone. That makes me scared, but maybe you'd be happier with me than you would be with anyone. But maybe I'm lying. Long legs, spider in the corner, spinning its web. Old men driving Corvettes, feeling young again. Well, the girls look good in this town, but the boys are all dressing like clowns. I'm sick of it. I bet all the boys think about you. Love letters on crumpled tissues, but I see they read. I think I'd be happier with you than I would be with anyone. That makes me scared, but maybe you'd be happier with me than you would be with anyone. But maybe I'm lying. Thank you. And while I'm still here, this is a song that's on my brand newish album called Love Yourself or Die. And this is a song called Another Night. And I wrote this, see, I had mice in my apartment. I remember it was late one night, and I was laying in bed, and I just saw there's a glow of the TV filling the room. I just saw little scurrying motions through the floor and all the junk lying around, and I was like, damn, bruh. And I wrote this song. Picture waves crashing on a shoreline, watching mice make corn maze pathways through the carpet on my bedroom floor. Another night with my back to the bathroom door. You talk to yourself when you're sleeping, whispering your panic, nothing's in my ear. Won't you sleep well, my dear? Another day is coming in, it's almost here. Ooh. Picturing myself in the future, when all my new wrinkles have deepened and my hair turns gray, and I'll wear the same face as my father. Another me lives just beyond today. Ooh. guys so much. Appreciate you all being here. It's a trip. Y'all are the best. There we go. Now we're gonna get spooky. It's another new unreleased one, but it's probably gonna be the title track for whatever the next thing I put out is. It's a song called "Caught the Spirit." It's about Spirit Airlines. That's true. Just like listen to it and think about it in that framing, and it changes. The joke has gone on too long, and no one's laughing anymore. And I wonder if you recall the time we had together like I do. I know it's been a while since I've seen you, but I feel your absence. You don't like sleeping in the country 'cause it gets too quiet, crossing state lines, another time zone, staring out at the cosmos, wondering if we're here all alone. Something floating in the endless absence. Caught the spirit, not just a feeling, 'cause I've seen it. The car is broken, seems these jokers made it out of plastic. And I wonder if they regret wasting our time and money. Treat you like a crash test dummy through the windshield to the seaman absence. Put down what I was reading, rest my eyes upon the ceiling. Yellow letters saying howdy, waiting to catch the spirit. See you're talking, I don't hear it. Say it loudly, you can feel my absence. Caught the spirit, not just a feeling, 'cause I've seen it. Where did I put my guitar pick? There you went. I'm gonna do another new one. I wrote this out at open mic recently. It's called "The End of the World Is Coming." I think that's true. I think everyone can feel it. The end of the world is coming. The end of the world is around. I see the skyline is growing. I won't leave this room till it's snowing. Then I'll step outside into the street, feel the concrete on my feet and turn around. Got a TV full of jesters, and I got a head full of rhymes, and I see the time is passing. All those questions I weren't asking are piling at my door. The end of the world is coming. The world is round. The bartender looks like Kurt Cobain, and I see Courtney Love hanging by the stairs. A stairway going down to heaven might be hell, but who's to question a patch of good luck? There's a man in a cowboy hat in the alley. He is counting a stack of dollar bills. He says, "Hey young man, let me ask you a question. Where's an old guy like me get some action in this town?" The end of the world is coming. The end of the world is around.
you. Pardon me once again, I'm gonna change my tuning. What time am I sitting at? Thank you. What else I got that I need to do? Oh, thank you. That one I like to do. This is another silly one. This is another dispensary written song, a real pothead kind of track. There we are. Half pack in the morning when I'm reading the news, and my pants are unbuckled, my laces are loose. I was sleeping on Sunday, then sit at my stoop, and I'll write some more songs about canned goods and soups. Oh brother, oh darling, oh mother, oh man, why is every damn song about bottles and cans? Well, I'd write about something, but something ain't here, so we'll sip my bad luck in a 12-pack of beer. Adiole, 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 adiole. Hot dog for breakfast and a corn dog for lunch, and 8 thumbs emoji and a half ounce of runts. I'll smoke it with paper, I'll smoke it with glass. Won't think about my future, won't think about my past. I lose all sense of time and reason. I'll spend the whole season just dwelling on what I was thinking. But thinking ain't working, and thinking ain't feeling, and thinking ain't eating, and thinking ain't drinking. So I'll eat a grilled cheese and a can of baked beans and some cinnamon toast crunch for dinner. Okay, whoever of you knows, can you guys sing that back with me really quick so I can get like a whole little posse singing? I'll eat a grilled cheese and a can of baked beans and some cinnamon toast for, you know what I'm talking about. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'll eat a grilled cheese and a can of baked beans and some cinnamon toast crunch for dinner. Adiole, 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 adiole. You guys rock. Thank you for that. Shoot. What other songs did I write? Oh God. Okay. Okay. No, don't say never mind. That one just got a lot of words in it. Well, I hate to see her go, but I like to watch her walk. And I hate it when she yells, but I like it when she talks. And I like it when she smiles, when it ain't that other man. Lord, I've been here too long, and I still haven't found a plan. Lord, I'm man. It's too fine as well. Thank you. I said, baby, let me give that mullet a tug.
I ain't here for no damn kisses nor no hugs. But I'd like to see that mullet in the backseat of my van. We'll go down south to Mexico, get ourselves a couple tans, and I'll buy a burrito and a big hat I'll never wear again. I said, baby, let me give that mullet a tug. I ain't here for no damn kisses nor no hugs. But I'd like to see that mullet in the backseat of my van. We'll head out east to New York City with its buildings tall and grand, and we'll eat a pizza off the ground, lose our money, then we'll go back home. The way she smells when she takes a bath, and when she calls it her, we both laugh. But darling, I ain't a lover. Seems my heart will take all comers, and my twin bed always finds room for another. Lord, I'm a boy. A boy's just a man that don't act right. But please, baby, let me give that mullet a tug. Sorry, I don't want your kisses nor your hugs. But I'd like to see that mullet in the backseat of my van. We'll head out west to Colorado with a few of my cowboy friends, and we'll smoke a doobie, then another, we'll have one more for the road. And I'll say, baby, let me give that mullet a tug. Tonight I need your kisses and your love, and we'll spend some nights together in the backseat of my van. We'll head out east back to Ohio, let the gears of our minds spin, say it's been a pleasure, goodbye, we'll part ways, then I'll go back home. The funniest thing about that song is that it's written in my notes app. I typed that. The seed for that one came. I was trying to chat up a lady. And I was on a FaceTime call, and she had a mullet, and I came up with, baby, let me give that mullet a tug. And then I was like, that I don't really like to be the one to write this or say it, but it just felt like a Bobby Bear song or something. So I just stuck with it, and here we are. So I feel like a little creep when I sing it. And that's my dad's favorite song I've ever written. That's a fun one to hear at family Christmas, I'll tell you that. Oh, dear God. I feel like changing the mood. This is a song that I had for a while but didn't go on the record. And it's about folks struggling on the streets. There's all too many. And, kindred people. This country should treat people better. It's called Hobo Dream. Life without a home is like a jail without a ceiling. Taking every pill that you can to lose that feeling that you traded your youth for a bottle of gas station wine. Another old soul lost in time, like a poltergeist haunting the power lines. Well, this ain't the place for you. You ain't got a point to prove no one. Water fills your soulless shoes. Spend some nights screaming at your reflection. So you wanna live your hobo dream? Well, get used to siphoning gasoline. Life behind a drawer feels like trading time for nothing. Shoot a staple straight through your hand, watch the blood start gushing. Like you traded your youth for a whole bunch of nothing at all. Punch another hole in your wall. Blow my whole check playing Powerball. Well, this ain't the place for me. I got the whole world to see tomorrow. I climbed up a leafless tree, looked inside to find that it was hollow. I pray there's a plan for me. I'm alive and I want to see everything. Thank you. I wrote that one after I did mushrooms with a group of unhoused gentlemen in the parking lot of my old apartment. True story. That was a fun day. All right, where are we at on time? How much I got left? Ooh. All right. I'm gonna call upon you guys for requests one more time if any of you know the songs I know. Oh, yeah, I got it. Goodwill Outlet. Yeah. All right. This is my last song. Thank you guys for hanging in with me. I appreciate you. Wait. If it was a store, I'd be Goodwill Outlet, putting shit in boxes, selling it for nothing. If I was your man, I'd be the best I can do. Take you as you are, if you take me as I am. Take you as you are, if you take me as I am. La 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 la. If I stopped smoking weed, my dreams would be more vivid. I might see you in my mind's reflection. I could save my money, my room just might be cleaner. You're the cure and I'm the fever. You're the cure and I'm the fever. La 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 la. And if I was a fish, then you'd be my river. Keep me moving, keep me breathing. If I was a drinker, you'd be my liver. Make me sweat, Lord, make me shiver. Make me sweat, Lord, make me shiver. And if you were a saint, then I'd be a sinner. Praying for protection, praying you'd forgive me. If I was a prophet, you'd be my message sent to me straight down from heaven. Sent for me straight down from heaven. La 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 la. If I was a store, I'd be Goodwill Outlet, putting in boxes, selling it for nothing. If I was your man, I'd do the best I can to take you as you are. If you take me as I am, take you as you are, if you take me as I am. La 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 la. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My name is Aidan Robinson. I'm also known as hahawiener420 in the right company. Appreciate you.
WDBM East Lansing, you are listening to The Basement on Impact 89 FM. Today we are joined by Aidan hahawiener420 Robinson out of Columbus, Ohio. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm well. That was a sick little intro. I'm jealous of your radio presenter abilities.
Exactly. And as always, I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Emma. And we just heard a great performance at Flat Black and Circular. And Aidan, I wanted to go all the way back and say, how did you join your metal band?
How did I join my metal band?
And when was that?
That would have been probably 2019, give or take. I was in a metal band called Amun. I don't like to plug it because I'm not really friends with any of those guys anymore. But yeah, 2019 to like beginning of 2023, I was in a experimental avant-garde progressive black metal band, and it was mostly just the kids at my high school who were the sickest at playing rock instruments, and we didn't really have any. They were all metalheads. I was just kind of off in the weeds, getting into whatever I was listening to at the time, and but I knew how to do there's a technique you do called a tremolo picking, where your hand goes really fast, and I'd learned some like surf rock guitar, but that all kind of translated really well into it. So they're like, yeah, join the band. And you know, I played like just like really like Republican venues, dude. Just like all throughout mostly rural Ohio. I played like the first show I ever played was at a spot called the Barnyard Bash.
That sounds awesome.
The Barnyard Bash is like a very juggalo festival in a town called Washington Courthouse.
Whoa.
In a livestock barn.
That sounds very rural.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I did that for a good while, and then our band fell apart, and I was like, what can I do that requires dealing with no other people in the creative process? And folk music is that. And took that up and haven't looked back since.
Cool.
I was gonna ask how you kind of got into the folk music scene, but you just kind of.
Yeah, I mean that's a partial answer. Like, if there's anyone, I'd say what really brought me in, it was after my first band fell apart. I was at that point I was working at Guitar Center in Columbus, and I had a coworker named Risk.
That's a cool name.
Risk is a lovely person. She's my like songwriting mom a little bit. That she was an open mic host at a bar called the Old Oak. And she had been trying to convince me to come in and play something for like 2 months or whatever. And I was like, I ran out of reasons not to. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I was maybe just turned 20, give or take. And I went there. I had maybe written 2 songs ever up to that point. I think I had Cigarette Gas Station song, had a song called Airplane Song. I think that might have been it. And maybe like 1 or 2 covers. And I played and people liked it, and I was like, whoa. I've never had people like what I was doing, because I spent the better part of my adolescence trying to make atmospheric black metal. So like, you know, the best case scenario there is you get some really like sweaty dudes who are like, that was cool, but then they try to like, you know, they try to big man you.
Exactly.
But that, I was like, oh shoot, I can, you know, do something that is pleasant, and people who aren't just the same long-haired guy over and over again.
The same archetype.
Find interesting. So I went to that one open mic, went the next week, and it kind of gave me motivation to like, I didn't want to come back to the open mic with the same songs over and over again. So it kind of kick-started my writing. So I got one, and I would just write exclusively just to have stuff to do at the open mic. And I wasn't promoting that I was doing it. I wasn't trying to do anything with it. It was just like a little bar secret.
and I met a bunch of really strange East Columbus characters through there. And yeah, I was just open micing for like, it was really quick, like 8 months, and then I started posting on TikTok, and then really fast I grandfather caught on the algorithm. My song, I Don't Care If My Grandfather Sees His Face in Mine, listen on Spotify. Yeah, and from there it's just been like this weird kind of like hectic 2-year jumble of me running around the continental United States, playing in houses and record stores and
you were
meeting
saying
new people, partying.
It's been going, like, you kind of accelerated really fast into that.
Very.
So can you tell us about what song blew up? Well, you just said it was Grandfather. But what about the aftermath of that? What happened in the day following that?
Ooh, I remember that was funny. I just moved into my first apartment out of my parents' house, maybe like 2 months prior, and pretty immediately my roommate and I got bed bugs, so I got sent back home, and I was back in my mom's attic for like a month, give or take, and just posting videos on TikTok with the name hahawiener420, which is my username that I had since I was like 14 or 15.
It's classic.
And I remember what happened? I filmed it on my mom's porch. She brought me over to my apartment to, like, I don't know, we were getting like a vacuum or some weird thing, and I remember I was in the car moping to her, like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this songwriter stuff, like, I really just want to like play bass in a hardcore band or some like dumb thing like that.
Right.
And we went to lunch after, and I was like, oh, the video's got 6,000 views, that's cool. And I refreshed, and it was 7, and then 8, and then 9, and I was just spent the whole day just refreshing, and it was just like numbers, phone going vip, 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 vip. It was a really like panic-inducing experience, honestly, because I was not accustomed to anything like that.
Were you excited? Sorry, were you excited too, or was it mostly stressful?
The first month was all panic.
Okay.
Because I was like, I have 6 songs I've ever written, and then the comments are saying just bugged stuff. Like, oh, is this Bob Dylan? Is Bob Dylan hahawiener420?
The next most famous person ever?
Yeah, literally. And then you also like get a lot of like feeler messages from like various like major labels, because post like the real TikTok boom, and like Zach Bryan getting like 1 billion views on his song and becoming the biggest stadium country act in America next like Wallen or whatever.
Right.
You know, every record label has a team of like 24-year-old kids who go to UCLA, whose entire job is to look at TikTok and wait for someone who's remotely good, and then just like get them on phone calls. So that part was just like, what the is going on? So I sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry to, swear on the radio or whatever. So I don't know. It mostly just set me on like, I was like, I just need to do nothing but play and take whatever opportunity this is, because I don't really know what this is, but I know that my number went from here to here.
Right.
Like, if they want me to be a folk singer, if that's what God wants me to do, if that's what these strangers want me to do, then that's what's going to happen. So within like 4 months, I was still working at that time, and I would just like, I'm very prone to anxiety. And just a lot of general like mental health weirdness. So I just was like in this like weird anxiety spiral, and I was like, I can't do anything. I just need to write. So I just completely fell off the face of the earth and just wrote, and now it's been 2 years.
So when you kind of hit your social media spike, did you have anything recorded at that time, or?
No.
Okay. So then did you feel any pressure to like start recording?
Oh yeah. I think the first demos I was sending to all these like random people who were hitting me up, I was just doing voice memos like in my bathroom, because I was like, that kind of sounds like reverb. Right. I was completely clueless. Like, the single was on my Spotify. Grandfather and the Mermaid, those are iPhone voice memos.
Nice.
Because I had no idea what to do other than that.
I feel like it works though. Like with just you and a guitar, that's kind of the baseline. With mics being good and phones, that's the baseline recording setup.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a good mic, but it works. It's accessible.
Right.
Yes.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Consumer grade.
Exactly. Definitely. How do you feel about trying to kind of toe the line between being a content creator and a songwriter?
I don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like the content creator asterisk. I mean, I'm barely even a content creator right now. I haven't posted anything anywhere in, I don't know, a good while. I mean, it creates like such a weird internal pressure. And also, like, I could complain about social media companies for the next 5 hours if I wanted to. Like, I think it's like a psychological weapon deployed by Silicon Valley, Epstein billionaire freaks to hijack the attention span of every creative young person.
It's true.
So to have like that be like the place that like stages your art and shows it to people, and then it feels like, am I going to start like making money out of this? So then it becomes almost your job. It's like, but it becomes so fused with the distraction and the scroll and just like the endless nonsense of
it's pretty inhumane.
I'm bigger on just turning it off anymore. Just trying to give that part of it the least amount of attention, because you know the social media part isn't what's gonna make the songs come out right. That's all the extraneous stuff. That's all the time in the crib walking around playing guitar for however many hours a day and just trying to keep your antenna up to catch the words when they present themselves.
Do you think that you would have recorded anything if it wasn't for your videos blowing up?
Yes, but I would have waited. My big plan with the whole thing. Are any of you familiar with a songwriter named Dean Johnson?
I don't think so.
Dean Johnson, he's a very, very good singer-songwriter out of Washington, who I'd credit as a definite influence, especially like around the time that I was starting. And he was an interesting character to me because he had just like existed, wrote, played in like complete obscurity, not releasing anything, never made an album until he was like however old he is now, like in his late 30s, 40s or something. So I was like, I'm just gonna shut up for 10 years. I don't want to pop out with anything till I'm like 39. I'm trying to be a sick old dude doing this. I'm not trying to be like...
And was this your plan before?
This is my plan before. I was like, I don't want to market. I don't want to be on the internet. I don't want to be doing anything. I just want to be the guy I want to be.
And be live too.
Yeah, be live, live my life. Don't try to focus on any like stupid music career stuff, because like I wanted to write about that real grimy Rust Belt living, and you know you got to live that to write it.
Yeah, definitely.
So that was my whole plan. I was like, I don't want to care about this for another 10 years at least. Like, just keep doing your thing in secret, and then pop out. But then I think TikTok and all that, I think that was God telling me I'm stupid. I think he was like, I think that was God telling me, like, this is what you're supposed to be doing right exactly now. So you got the eyeballs, kid, like, figure it out. And, you know, that just having all of that attention really fast, like, just completely lit a fire under me. Like, okay, you need to go hard now. So I went from writing, like, one song every 6 months to, like, I wouldn't like let myself go 2 weeks without writing something. I wouldn't, like, I just had to do it. And that's born fruit. I think.
Definitely. Yeah. Speaking of the fruit that it has borne, where can your listeners find your new album?
Social media. What is it? Streaming services? That's
Every
the word
streaming
I'm looking
services,
for.
yeah.
Spotify, Apple Music. There's probably some other places.
And it's Love Yourself or Die.
Love Yourself or Die,
Aidan
space,
Robinson.
exclamation point.
Space, exclamation point.
Yep, Aidan Robinson, that's spelled Aidan. space ROBINSON.
And also known as hahawiener420.
Yes, WIENER.
Yes, spelled with an I-E.
Like Wiener.
Vina. Yeah. Do you have a favorite song that you've written off of your album?
Off of the one I just put out? Time Moves. That is one I wrote, and I felt like it felt like the song that I had been like mining for. It's like I've been writing all these like wordy, weird, dorky, simple folk songs about you know, selling pot or whatever. And that's the first one I wrote where I was like, oh dude, I should actually do this. Like this is like not a joke anymore. Like I can write. But that one I have trouble with like the execution of, because it's so like, I don't know. That's just like the artist talking to yourself thing more than actual reality.
Yeah. You're definitely going to be your own worst critic.
Oh, and I am the worst example of that. I am so mean to myself when it comes to like the quality of anything I'm doing. But you also need that to make stuff good, but also you need to give yourself a break from yourself every once in a while.
When you're writing music, do you usually get your ideas and you have to flesh it out like within the day? Or I know you said you give yourself like 2 weeks to write a song, but
no, it's pretty much always like a lightning in a bottle type thing. Like usually the way it plays out is I exist through my day, yada yada yada, do my thing, drink 5 cups of coffee, smoke a half pack of cigarettes, walk around, hang out with my friends, and then something will just pop into my head. Usually it's like a fully formed melody, and like the first beginning line of a song or like a chorus will just like come. And if it just, when I hear it in my head and I know that it's like real and like fruitful and like I can keep mining the idea and get something out of it, then it's just like, everybody leave me alone. This usually happens in the middle of the night. I'm a big walker. I like to walk through the city streets of Columbus at 3 a.m, just like talking to myself. I don't write with a guitar. I kind of like I'll like pad out the rhythm on my leg and just like, who would I be? Like that's me writing. It's just like cool. Pound it out on my body, get it all fleshed out in my head, and then when I have like all of that constructed in my mind, I'll grab the guitar and figure out what chords fit under what I had already come up with.
That's super cool. It sounds very organic.
Yeah.
Yes, that's really organic is like the key word that I like to use and think about when I'm writing. Because songwriting, to me, it's like music and being a musician, being an instrumentalist, all of it is just, it's a seed I planted when I was planted by my parents maybe when I was like 5 years old, getting my first guitar and beating on it with my hands. And, you know, that seed gets planted and you just tend to it. You just like water it every day, play it some classical music.
You're sitting right in front of all the classical music.
Exactly. If that, metaphor makes any sense. But it's just a little plant that I water every day, and then sometimes it comes up with a beautiful little flower, and then I trim the flower and I put it in my hair and I show it to the world.
Yeah. Exactly. And as for the content that you write about, like your lyrical content, I feel like you've been successful in having it be that real, like, Ohio and Rust Belt experience.
Yes.
That always shows through in your lyrics.
That is very important to me. Geography, I think genre is the term we've come up with for geographical music.
And it can get wrung dry, like genre gets old, and people try to categorize stuff sometimes,
especially with country music like that. Another thing that kind of like motivated me was looking around at what like Americana and country and folk was, and seeing all the people like focus on like this Western aesthetic, this like cowboy thing. It's like cowboys haven't, like, where are they?
Where are all the cowboys?
There's a bunch of girls on Broad Street in Nashville wearing their little pink cowboy hats and all that, and it's just like a costume. I'm not trying to make like costume music. I'm trying to do what those, cowboy singers were doing back in the day, but, adapt it for what I think that really is anymore is, urbanization patterns. Rural areas of America dying and getting flooded into these large metros. I think it's important for me to kind of make it as urban as possible while kind of doing these very like rural rootsy tricks.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think you're like the modern cowboy of Columbus.
I'm not sure if I would go that far.
You've turned it on its head. But I think you've been very real. Like all of your songwriting comes directly from your experience, which is great.
Yeah.
I don't got any other experience to pull from.
Yeah, that's all you got.
I think that's why me and Cooper really like your music, and I think that's why people tend to like gravitate towards you, because I feel like you do a very authentic musical experience for people, not only like viewing you live, but also like listening online.
Yeah. Definitely. It's very real. Yeah. We are about out of time, but I wanted to ask you, is there anything that you want to tell to your listeners, to anyone listening, or anything you've got coming up that's exciting? You were talking about a new album maybe? I'm writing. We'll see what the next album looks like. I don't have any, I don't want to make any claims in regards to that quite yet, because I've mostly just like been bouncing between like random friend studios and coming up with things that sound too disparate to go together. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Aidan. God bless you. Thank you. We're going to do a bonus episode right after this, so you can find that on our website, impact89fm.org. Dig it. Again, this is The Basement with Cooper, Emma, and Aidan Robinson, a.k.a. hahawiener420, and we will see you every Thursday, 8 to 10. Thank you, guys. See ya. Goodbye.